Hello, guys. Welcome to our Episode 2.
Oh, my looking. Hello. Welcome to the Halloween episode.
As you can see, we have very fancy outfits right now. This little
if,
Pingu,
if if
Pingu,
that's
and then the ice cream man as well.
fancy, if
Interesting.
that's what you want to call it. So I think what we wanted to. This is so awkward to maneuver in. But yeah, so what we wanted to start off with was I think to keep the theme like favorite horror films. So I don't know what would your favorite horror film be?
My favorite horror film is Watching You Suffer.
just real life found footage.
That's a real life footage. This is horror film right now. Just, jeez.
Proper. I don't know how I'm gonna survive this. We're getting on the train like this as well, bro. I'm gonna.
Oh my! It's tomorrow as well. Like, I'm so
It's gonna-
excited for this.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be
Great.
fun. What do you think? We should film some content as well.
Oh yeah, we should definitely film some content.
Yeah. Anyways,
Maybe like
let's talk about our favorite films,
I mean,
horror films.
I mean, like an internal fan in this costume or something,
Okay, so my favorite horror film, I would say, is Blair Witch Project,
Right.
just because of how realistic it is. I love films that make you feel like they're real, that it can happen in real life. I like feeling that. So with that film, like I was watching it and I was like, is this documentary? It feels so real to me.
Oh, is it like a found footage kind of thing?
I- At first I was like, is this real? I was thinking it
Right.
from the start. It looked also real that I was questioning it's maybe it's real at first, but then no, obviously it's not. But yeah, it's like there's like three guys, like girl as well, and they find the footage, some kind of footage, and they're in a forest, and they're being possessed by this kind of. There's people being killed. No,
Right.
I'm saying this wrong, but anyways, it's a good film, and they find his house as well. So yeah.
That's cool. No, this reminds like when you were saying that, it reminds me of this M Night Shyamalan film. It's called The Visit. I watched that when I was honestly. I remember watching it on an iPhone 5, just because I was scared. I was like, I'd put it down and stuff like that because it was just so scary. Because that was filmed like a documentary type of thing, and it's just weird. It is just proper weird. So I think yeah, I think stuff that is just like weird, creepy. I think that adds like a horror element itself into it. That's why I feel like I've not. I probably as like a film, but I feel like I should have seen the first eight. Like I've only seen the newer ones. I think I've been putting it off because it is so creepy. You know what I'm saying? Because it is like it's said to be. I don't know, not that good or whatever, but like I think because of the appearance of the clown and everything, how that is, I think that just adds to like how scary the whole like overall film is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's little details that matter a lot in films for me, especially for me. Realism in a film, it's in horror film. That's what really gets me. For example, The Conjuring as well. Like
well, you like The Conjuring?
I like The Conjuring because I think that I believe in this kind of stuff where people are just possessed by some kind of demons and they need someone like a priest to help them out.
I mean, I think
I
that
believe in this kind of stuff, so I think that's for me it was really scary.
right. I think that was
Yeah.
based on a true story, right? Or like
I
just kind
think
of
I think the second film of Conjuring, when it was set in UK, I
right.
think that was set on real story.
Yeah, it's
I
like
think so.
based
Yeah.
on true events type
Yeah.
thing. It's interesting. I think I watched the first one, but I might have watched it with my mates. Like, I think we got stoned watching it, so I was just kind of like, "This is not scary. Like, what are you talking about?" But
Yeah.
I do want to watch the new one because I worked on this film with the actor who's in The Conjuring 4. Like, I worked with
Oh,
him
well.
on the film. So that'd be cool to see. I think purely I'd watch that film purely to see his acting and see how good he is and stuff like that. Because I'm not really bothered about the whole story. But I will watch that at some point, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say like my favorite horror film, I think for a while it's
Mhm.
been Woman in Black. Like I watched I remember
Is that the recent film, right? The one that came out like
no,
a year ago?
no, I think that's a different one. It seems very similar. It's like still like a Woman in Black,
Oh,
but
I
it's
thought you were talking about the one where it's like a woman outside of family's house and she's just kind of haunting the family until to the point where they just go insane.
is that the new film that you're on about?
Yeah, I think it was released last year. I think so. Yeah.
Right. That's crazy 'cause that seems like very similar to the concept of Woman in Black. I think Woman in Black is like a 2013 film.
Right.
It's with Daniel Radcliffe.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's like the protagonist in it. And I remember reading the book like in high school, and then I watched. I might have watched a bit of the film in high school, but I remember watching the full film and that being like, yo, this is crazy because just the whole world how that's created, it's so creepy. Like it's the whole vibe of it, the whole color, everything. It's just it proper is like it's just crazy. Because it is, I think this guy trying to what is it? I think he's trying to like investigate this house to sell it or something like that. I don't know, but he goes into this house and this like woman, like this ghost of this woman is still like there and stuff like that. And I think there's this weird thing with like kids, like the kids have all like gone missing in this like weird town around this house.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, that was proper creepy. And I think as well reading the book as well that like I think seeing stuff in the book that happens in the movie, I'm just like it's crazy. The book is actually creepy as hell as
Would you say
well.
book is better or film is better?
I don't know. I think I'd have to read the book
Oh, you haven't
again.
read it.
No, I've read the book, but I read it in
Mm.
high school. You know, reading stuff in high school is just like, you know what I'm saying, you sit in the classroom, it's a bit different than
Yeah.
like taking in information in like willingly, you know what I'm saying? Because you just get it put on to you. It's cool. Like it's still like it was still a cool thing to read and stuff, but yeah, I think reading some up just in your own time is like you take it in more.
I think you need like a just a private space for reading so you can get actually fully immersed into the story.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't I can't fully get immersed when I'm reading in a class full of people or just
Exactly.
anywhere else. Even in public, if I was reading, I could if I put headphones in, but it's still I think the best is like in some peaceful environment. Yeah.
Yeah, because you just like seep into the world. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Then you
It's
can
so
actually be
cool.
part of it. I need to read more books. Like
No,
honestly, I'm
honestly.
so bad at that. I start reading one book and then I buy a new one, I start reading another one, and just I never finished any of them.
Yeah.
I finished one, the one we both read about self growth and like mindset shifts.
Mm.
That's a really good one. But yeah, I just need to carry on reading the books.
No, but to be fair, when I was at my mum's, I actually like before going to sleep, I actually read like just a chapter, and I forgot how good it is just to read a full chapter before bed. It's so good.
It's so powerful.
It's so nice because you just get a full. You're not like missing anything. You're like you've got like a solid break.
So Kacper, since you're a big fan of horror films, I'll give you 5 random horror films, and you're gonna have to place them in top 5.
Okay,
Okay?
cool,
What do you
nice.
think?
Yeah, fun.
Cool. Let's go with Mandy.
Ooh, Mandy. That's such a good film. Nicolas Cage. I'd place it as two. Yeah.
Get Out.
You know what? That's like, I haven't seen the full thing. I know the whole gist and everything. Probably should have seen the full thing. I'd place that as 4. I'd place it as 4.
All right. Let's do Heretic.
Heretic. That's a good one. It's probably it's like a recent one. I'll place it as 5 just because I don't know, weird like kind of like religious things. I don't like. I think the ending was a bit. I don't know. Could have had more to it. So yeah.
Scream.
Scream. I things I watched that ages ago, and I think that it takes the piss out of like horror films more. So it's like it's good that it's out there and stuff like that. It's definitely like a horror cult classic type thing. I'll place it as three. Yeah.
And Terrifier for fifth one.
Oh my god, so that has to be number one. That's crazy. Right, out of them.
So that's Terrifier is your number one.
Oh my god, I think your hat fell off. um, you know what? I'll place Mandy as first.
You can't change that
No,
anymore.
no, no.
That's
That's how it is now. But
yeah. Okay,
I'll
sure,
give you my ideal top five out of them.
sure.
So I'll put Mandy as number one. Wait, which other ones were there?
Get Out,
Get Out as probably number five.
Heretic,
Heretic is number four.
Scream, Terrifier.
I'll put yeah, Scream is number three and Terrifier is number two. Mandy's such a good film. Yeah, that's solid.
Okay, I have
So
to. I have to watch it.
honestly, it's so
Sure.
good. So Mandy, Terrifier, Scream, Heretic, Get Out. Yeah, solid.
Nice. That's a solid top five.
Solid top
Honestly.
five.
Okay. Do you want to move on to our film review of Brother Bear?
Yeah. Oh my god.
So
Amazing.
Kacper told me that we have to watch Brother Bear a couple of weeks ago because it's such a good film. I think I've seen this when I was young, but I've completely forgot it. But we both watched it, and we're gonna give little feedback and little review. It's gonna be spoiler alert because we'll give some of the plot away.
Right.
So skip through now if you want. But yeah,
Yeah. So what are your? Because it was such a random thought that I had. I was like, wait, Chris, have you seen this? It's such a good film. Like I think it was so impactful as a child. You know, because I think it does let you like. I think as a kid, I think it does give you like an insight into the fact that you're not your body. You're not like your brain or whatever. You are literally a spirit in like a meat vehicle. You know what I'm saying? You're not just bound. You're not just like bound to this. I guess you are in this human body and stuff, but it is you are a spirit. You know.
hmm.
So, so I think that's like amazing insight for anyone really, but I think especially children, like how impactful that was, and I think it does show like pain as well, like kind of grief and loss really well, and I feel like I don't know, Disney films like nowadays don't really show that because it is like that film. It had real meaningful topics disguised as entertainment also, so that's really impactful. But like I think Disney films now mainly are just kind of like entertainment for entertainment, you know. So it like kind of it it could have way more impactful stuff in it, and it's a shame that it isn't. Um, so I think that was my kind of take on it. But what did you think of it?
um, I liked it a lot. I was surprised by how much effort Disney film is putting just like into the film, and I like the fact that it's showing that you should not just kind of seek revenge, but you should be just kind of understand other person's point of view and just be more understanding. Because when uh, when Kenai became a bear, he understood the bear's perspective and he just connected to the whole bear, I don't know, community, you would say, or just like animal community. He just saw the it opened up his eyes. He and But then his brother was trying to kill the bear as a revenge, which was actually Kenai. And I think, yeah, it was. I think Kenai wished his brother knew, like how how much different world is, like how like just yeah
Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
amazing. I think it really shows that connectivity between animals really well. Like at the end as well, when the little bear's just sitting with like the group of little kids. I think that really in that moment it really made me kind of think that we could have our kids more connected to like animals and be more like loving towards like animals and see them as like not just kind of like, oh yeah, this kind of like dumb animal, but like this thing that is a part of our environment, and like what, you know what I'm saying, a lot of animals like keep us alive and keep, you know what I'm saying, keep the world afloat and stuff. So I think it's nice to kind of go, yeah, to see those kind of values and not forget them, I think, you know. So
Also, I think for little kind of, how do you call this, um, reference, we should give like a little plot away of the film, like so people know what we're on about. So, uh, so essentially, there was three brothers. Um, there was two younger ones who always used to fight, and there was like the older one who always like tried to keep the peace and like make them two like together. But then after bad incident with the bear, after fight with the bear, the older brother dies, and the youngest brother was so mad at the bear, he wants to kill the bear, and he goes on a mission and he kills the bear. But then the spirit of the older brother transforms Kenai into the bear, and the the third brother sees that Kenai is gone, and he starts looking for him, and he thinks that the bear that became uh, the bear that's Kenai right now is who ate Kenai.
hmm.
So that's what he thinks. So and he wants to kill Kenai, which is right now in Bear's body, and yeah, so that's the whole kind of plot. And then when Kenai is running away from his brother, who's trying to kill him, he explores all of the animal world and kingdom and sees life very differently and from different eyes, like just becomes more open-minded. And yeah, and he regrets his actions for killing the bear.
Yeah.
The next topic we're going to talk about, and the last one, is awareness. And the first thing that comes to my head when I think about awareness is just me or anyone else being aware or just conscious of their own actions, behaviors, their thought patterns. Yeah, just being more conscious of your how you behave, like thinking, seeing yourself from like from above, you would say, or from a second person perspective. That's how I see it. Like just yeah.
Yeah, like being aware of yourself, and I think taking responsibility for your actions also within that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think, I don't know, throughout my like personal journey, I think I've like learned a lot about the world and myself, and I feel like that kind of, it's kind of like connected. Like the more you learn about yourself, I think the more you learn about like your environment, I think as well. Um, and I think it's really good to just be curious about like why, you know, like why stuff is.
Yeah. So there's this recent study done, and it says that 90% people think that they're self-aware, but only 10% actually are. And yeah, do you think you are self-aware? Do you think you fall into that 10%?
It's interesting though, because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that 10% is like what you think you know, but you don't. It's
Yeah.
actually
So
crazy. But I think I am purely because I think I've gone through like a personal growth kind of spiritual journey, whatever you want to call it. And I think I realized how lost I was before to how I am now, how I kind of like have, yeah, like an overview, bird's eye view kind of myself. And I feel like through that you really, I don't know, it's like being critical of yourself, but also in kind of, in like a way for you to to grow, and yeah, like take responsibility for your actions and stuff, and just kind of like see what you're doing from less of a like kind of narrow perspective, but more like a broader perspective, I
yeah,
think.
instead of having like a tunnel vision,
Yeah,
self-awareness gives you more like a broader point of view.
yeah.
Yeah. What does it take for a person to fall into that 10%? Would you say?
What does it take? Um,
What kind of criteria you would say, or um, yeah.
I think just literally falling back into the same patterns,
Mm.
because I feel like life does continuously give you tools for you to progress, right? And if you don't take those signs or tools, then life will still keep, throwing you those tools until you're like, oh, okay, and then you take it and you progress, right? But I think, yeah, those people that kind of continuously are in this like cycle, and they can't get out, they can't progress, their like mentality is still the same. I think it really is that there is like a scientific thing of like you like detaching yourself and like attaching yourself to like a new perspective of yourself, like just continuously evolving, and like you're not the same person that you are like today, like you'll be a different person tomorrow and stuff like that. Obviously it's like a small growth, but like for example, you're not the same person that you will be like the next month because of like the experiences that you have,
Interesting. Like yeah, I agree with what you said, but I see self awareness more of like just being aware of what you're currently up to, or what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong. Just being, just knowing the actual view of how you act in the moment, like during the day, for example, or just during your life.
Yeah.
Like have that real view with no like rose tinted glasses on. That's how I see it. Like obviously the growth will come, but this is how I see it.
I think that's cool. I
Mm.
don't know if this is relevant, but it just makes me think of this one thing that Timothy Leary said about how, just like about time, how um, is is 10 seconds filled with like experiences longer than like say a year or something with like you're not doing much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so within that 10 seconds, you can progress. Well, obviously, like 10 seconds is like, you know what I'm saying? But like within like a small amount of time, you progressing and like doing, having self growth and stuff like that. Um, yeah, just kind of like, yeah, being self aware, being like taking stuff into account and like progressing. Um, is a bigger change and bigger impact than if you didn't do much within like a year or like a month or something.
Mm.
So I think, yeah, taking like really being aware of yourself and yeah, putting that into like practice, into kind of growing yourself, I think is like an efficient way for you to kind of grow. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know if that
understand what you're saying. What is interesting, speaking about awareness, just enhances my current awareness. Like, so just like I'm like even more aware right now. Like, just
yeah,
speaking about the awareness.
maybe that's why I'm so like I'm
Yeah,
getting
maybe
so.
on a scale from 1 to 10, how self-aware are you?
I think I'm still on the journey. I'm really proud of like the progress that I've done. I think because I feel like I'm more in tune with like my intuition and like what I really need to be doing. I think, and obviously like sometimes you just fall into, I don't know, you just fall into just kind of like, I don't know, like weird routines or like stuff like that, and just stuff that like the chaos that sways you a bit, But I think it's good to still keep in mind that kind of like your goal, and like once I feel like once you set a goal, your mind is like, what I'm saying, is just leading you there. And like what I said before, like I think life then throws you the tools and stuff that you need to get to that goal, you know. Uh,
So, what is your answer?
what was the question? What was the question? I forgot the question. Sorry.
This is crazy. Uh, on a scale 1 to 10, how self-aware are you?
I initially thought 8. I don't know if that's
Eight?
thingy. Yeah, because I think I've still got like I think I've did a huge amount of progress, but I think I'm still on the journey. I think I'm still, yeah, I think I've still got a lot to learn and like experience.
Interesting. I would say 8 as well. Like not to copy you, but I was thinking the same thing. Uh, in the past few years, my self-awareness has like, I would say it's a big word, but skyrocketed. I would say from my previous years. But I think I'm very self-aware. but I think there's always room for improvement, and you just nobody's perfect. So I would say I would rate it 8 out of 10 because I think I'm self-aware of my current actions, what I'm doing, what needs improving, and if I did good enough, for example, during the day, or or not good enough. It just it maybe it's a bit critical, like you said, like self-awareness can be critical, but you should kind of reframe it to different, to less critical and less self-doubt, to more of just what needs improving, like what I did well and what needs improving.
Yeah, like less doubt in like what your abilities, but
Yeah,
like I can do anything that I put my mind to. I think that's incredible. I want to also ask you like, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when, like the word freedom? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
just doing what I want,
Right, like just
just purely doing what I want.
I love that. I love that. I think
Yeah. Why are you asking this?
Um, because I think I wanted to tie it. Well, I think it ties well with like awareness and like what's going on in the world right now. Because I
Right.
think we do. I think a lot of people have like this kind of illusion of freedom and stuff. Like just being like just ignorant. I feel like just with what's going on. But I think right now, I think it with what's going on, without going too in depth, I think we are like a collective consciousness, and I think if a lot of us kind of believe that the world, I'm saying that our like consciousness can like expand and we can just like become more aware and like less just kind of just submissed into like control. Yeah, because I think there is a lot in life that is just trying to just suppress your awareness and like trying to control you and stuff, whether it is like food or just constructs of like
Yeah, like the junk food, or all those additives, preservatives in the foods, what they just numbing our brains. And numb brain can be us self-aware, or can be us fully functioning as the brain that as the person who eats like whole foods and just clean diet.
yeah. And it's
So yeah, just like you said, it's just they're destroying us in a way.
yeah
So
it's you're then easily controllable and easy to feed consumption, I think, because it's just kind of suppressing your down, like you're not good enough, like you need stuff. The whole concept of like the ego that you have to like go again, like it's this thing that's like you have to battle, that you have to go against because your ego's, what I'm saying, you're so egotistical and stuff like that. But I think literally your ego is like your perception of your personality, and that can be changed. It's literally how you see the world, how you see yourself, and it's not like something that you go against.
but
uh,
I saw this spiritual person speaking about ego, and he's like, once you truly become aware of the ego disappears.
I think so, to be fair, because then you just pure
Just
free. You just pure will. You're not doing, I think, stuff that the chaos wants. You're doing what you purely want to do. Because there's some, I feel like a lot of times you think that you're doing what you want to be doing, but you're actually like you're not, because you're not. You're forcing stuff. And if you let go and you really like kind of see stuff clearly, then you do what you will to do.
yes. So I would say, to wrap this up, I think self-awareness is very important,
100%.
especially for self-growth, for just growth as your mindset, grow you in like career, in family, in anything. I think you need this awareness to progress in life,
Definitely.
because otherwise, I think it's just like you say, it's a bit of a tunnel vision without awareness.
Yeah, and
So
I
you need
think
you need to keep practicing that.
I think
Yeah.
then just yeah, the game of life just takes you rather than you taking the game of life and doing what you want to do, you know? Then you do what the chaos kind of like sways you to do.
True. And I've did some research, and there's some tips I found to improve your self-awareness.
Okay.
So instead of asking why did this happen, you instead of asking why, you ask what. So don't say why did this happen. Just say what have I done well and what can I do differently next time.
Right. I think that's so good.
So instead of like triggering like self-doubt and stuff, you kind of triggering a growth mindset instead.
No, I love that actually. I think that's like a really good way to progress within yourself.
Hmm. And another thing I checked was practicing self-check-ins.
What does that mean?
So for example, throughout the day or at the end of the day, when you're, for example, on a bus home or just on a taxi or on a tram anywhere, just ask yourself what went well today, what didn't go well today, what could be done better tomorrow.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
So
it's like
it's like
giving.
just like clear view of your current position, and like remove those rose tinted glasses, take them off, and just be raw with yourself.
Yeah,
And I think being raw with yourself, it's the key to being self-aware.
I love that. It's like an overview without all the bullshit. Yeah,
Just be raw.
I love that.
Yeah, bro. So tomorrow we have this train to York where we're gonna be celebrating Halloween with our friends. It will be so fun, and we're staying in hostel because we're cheapskates. So yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. We have some time to explore York first, and then
Nice. In the Halloween costumes.
yes, stay tuned.
Stay tuned, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to all the stuff that we'll be releasing. We'll put our like Instagrams down below. Like my YouTube, your YouTube, we'll just see what we're going where we're gonna post it and stuff like that. So just stay tuned.
Hell yeah. So thank you for watching till the end, and if you have any suggestions again for our future podcasts, put them down below. Thanks so much for watching once again, and we'll be posting a podcast every Sunday, so stay tuned.